Let's just take a break.
Charlie,
But I was already walking away, because if I stayed, I might have begged her to choose me. I used to think love was easy, not perfect, but easy. It was in the way Irish would always sit beside me, even if there were plenty of empty chairs. The way she would silently slide food onto my plate when I forgot to eat. The way she let me win our petty arguments, even when we both knew she was right. I thought that was love, but I learned love isn't just about the soft parts. It's also about the moments that test how much you're willing to hold on. The day everything started to change felt normal at first. We were in the classroom, everyone talking about random things, plans for the weekend, unfinished assignments, small gossip that didn't really matter. Then our professor walked in. The room instantly fell silent.
Finals are approaching.
He said,
This will be an individual evaluation, cooking test, oral defense, and written exam.
His voice was calm.
Only the top 3 will be recognized, and the top performers will have an opportunity to work in one of the most prestigious hotels.
The room erupted in murmurs, excitement, pressure, fear. Beside me, Irish leaned back in her chair, like she wasn't affected at all. But I knew her. Her fingers were tapping lightly against the desk, her tell when she was thinking too much. She turned to me, a small smile forming on her lips.
let's make a deal.
I raised an eyebrow. What kind of deal?
If I get top 1, you come with me to London.
London? It sounded far. Far from everything we knew. And if I get top 1?
Then you decide where we go.
I'll take you on a cruise. I didn't even need to think. She let out a quiet laugh, the kind that only I got to hear.
Deal.
We shook hands, but neither of us pulled away immediately. For a moment, it felt like we were holding on to something more than just a promise. The cooking exam came first. The kitchen was alive with noise, knives hitting boards, oil sizzling, instructions being shouted across stations. Everyone was trying to prove something. I focused on my dish, carefully measuring, tasting, adjusting. But no matter how much I tried to stay in my lane, I could feel her, Irish, a few stations away, working with the same intensity. Every now and then, our eyes would meet, just for a second. And in that second, it felt like a silent challenge. Not hostile, not bitter, just us. After the exams, we gathered at the canteen. Gail was the first to speak.
So, what happens after graduation?
I shrugged. Haven't thought that far.
That's a lie. You overthink everything.
Let's start a coffee shop.
Gail suggested suddenly, leaning forward.
Here first, then we can go abroad after.
That actually sounds good.
I'm in.
I'm in too. Irish looked at me. She didn't say anything. She didn't need to. Her smile was small, but real. And for a moment, I imagined it. A small cafe, late nights, and us building something together. It felt right. One afternoon, While we were all sitting in a cafe and talking about our plans, Matt suddenly appeared.
Irish, can we talk?
The moment I saw him, I have to go. Something inside me tightened. Everything inside me became heavy. I didn't wait. I muttered, standing up. No one stopped me, not even her. And somehow, that hurt more. I walked fast, trying to outrun the feeling in my chest. She called from behind.
Charlie,
Her footsteps caught up to me.
why did you leave?
She asked, slightly out of breath. I laughed, but there was no humor in it. You really don't know?
It's not like that.
Then what is it? She hesitated, just for a second, but that second was enough. Enough for doubt to creep in. Let's just take a break.
Charlie,
But I was already walking away, because if I stayed, I might have begged her to choose me. Days passed. The silence between us grew louder than any argument we'd ever had. No messages, no calls, nothing. I told myself she moved on, that she chose him, that maybe I wasn't enough to make her stay. Then one afternoon, my phone rang. It was Irish's mother.
Charlie, please come. Irish is in the hospital. She has a high fever. She hasn't eaten for days.
My heart dropped. I didn't think. I just ran. When I arrived at the hospital and entered her room, I barely recognized her. Irish, who was always so full of life, looked fragile, too still, too quiet. Irish! I whispered. Her eyes slowly opened. And when she saw me, she smiled. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I stayed with her. I fed her when she was too weak to move. I wiped her forehead when her fever spiked. I stayed until she could finally sit up without looking like she would collapse. And in those quiet moments, I realized something. No matter how much we fought, losing her was never an option. A few days later, Irish was finally discharged from the hospital. I accompanied her home and made sure she was comfortable before leaving. You should rest.
you too.
She nodded weakly. I hesitated for a moment before leaving. The written finals were scheduled early the next morning, and I needed to prepare. The next morning, I entered the classroom and immediately looked toward Irish's seat. It was empty. At first, I thought she was just late. But as minutes passed and the professor started distributing the exam papers, her seat remained untouched. I couldn't focus. Where was she? Why wasn't she here? I tried answering the questions, but every sentence blurred together. All I could think about was her. When the exam ended, I immediately called her. No answer. I went to her house. Empty. Days passed. Still nothing. Even Bless didn't know where she was. For the first time, I was scared in a way I couldn't explain. Then the day came when the final results were posted. The entire campus was in chaos. Students were cheering, screaming, crying, and celebrating. Some were taking pictures, while others were calling their families. But I stood at the side. None of it mattered.
Charlie,
Barry said, placing a hand on my shoulder.
go check.
I'm not in the mood.
Just go.
I shook my head. Slowly, I walked toward the bulletin board. My eyes scanned the list. Then suddenly, a hand covered my eyes. Soft, warm, familiar. My heart stopped. A whisper brushed against my ear.
Guess who got top one?
My breath caught in my throat. I turned around immediately. There she was. Before she could say another word, I pulled her into a tight embrace. You disappeared!
I had to finish something.
She laughed softly. Together, we looked at the list. For a few seconds, neither of us spoke. She beat me, even with a 20% deduction, even after everything she went through. I let out a small laugh and shook my head. She smiled. You're unbelievable!
You come with me to London.
Only if you're still coming on that cruise with me.
Always.
Later, I found out what really happened. The professor had learned that she was hospitalized, so he allowed her to take a special exam that same afternoon after she was discharged. Even with the 20% deduction from her score, she still managed to stay ahead of me. That's who Irish is. She fights quietly. She loves quietly. But when she chooses you completely. Graduation day arrived with cheers, cameras, flowers, and tears. We stood together with our friends, Gail, Barry, and Bless, celebrating everything we had endured to reach that moment. As I stood beside Irish, watching everyone laugh and take pictures, I realized something I didn't understand before. Love isn't about never breaking. It's about finding your way back. Even after the silence, even after the distance, even after almost losing everything. And this time, I'm choosing her, no matter what.
We started like fire and rain, every word a war, every touch a mistake. We swore we never make your eyes. Throwing sparks while mine held a storm, but somewhere in the chaos, our hearts changed form. Every argument turned into a sigh.